Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. So moving on from part one of the notorious arms dealer, police officer Sergeant Russell Robinson, poster child of the police force, lauded, revered, celebrated police officer who was larger than life in the police force because of his work ethics and the way that the police hierarchy, they market him, and that he is the face of the transformation of the police force, the new police force that they're talking about. Zero, corruption will be reduced to a certain, it won't be that rampant as before because this is the face of the police force. So in part one, you have heard a former corporal who was stationed at Hunsby, and he interacted with this former district constable who was able to arrest this gun dealer in East Kingston, selling several rifles. So I wanted to listen to this police officer, then I will get into the meat of the matter. Alright, you watch, you listen, and you decide.
How old if I would never get the thanks or forget, I will never get the glory or forget. So who come and hear about we? Treat to pitting them good. Someone want to remember Garnet Taylor. Him a one good man. So when Garnet Taylor dead and a bury, so that the only wreath with the pan in casket was a wreath with him team, which is team 2, put pan in casket. Only know that? We have picture for show that too. That for show so the man never get the thanks so he forget. The man right. And when him dead, he still never get the thanks. And he was an honest and good, decent police. Yeah. And what? Now the bloggers them was stress police and a disrespect police. Now look upon the one there and say, is the man there? Good police. We don't find them. We don't find some, find the look nitty witty them where and them want to go answer with. No man. Find some good one, man. So this morning, a Garnet Taylor steal the show. And him steal the day. Ex-district constable Garnet Taylor return regular police. We arrest the sergeant while selling the government firearms, they exhibit firearms them to criminal at East Kingston. A theme day today. Garnet Taylor day. I want to big him up. Good boy. Respect. I want to take care of yourself until I soon again. One eyes. Respect. Cool.
Kingston Eastern Division noticed person acting suspiciously on Muster Road in East Kingston. This led to the house search and the vehicles parked on the premises. According to the police, they all include several M16 rifles, shotguns, Uzi submachine guns, pistol, revolver, police ballistic vests. So this police are selling man the entire thing in a ballistic vest to protect themselves from police, from the security forces or them rival. Cops say approximately 9,600 to 9,700 words were found on the premises on Muster Road, and another 600 on premises on Mountain View Avenue. They said initial information suggested that the premises on Mountain View Avenue are the business place of the house owner on Mustard Road. Yesterday at the scene of the find, scores of residents looked on in shock and spoke in hushed tones as police from several departments rushed into the community to search houses and question residents. Residents say they were unaware of such activities in their community. You think they're going to tell you, appear criminal name and get a people them that. You remember me telling that? One woman who declined to give her name told the Observer that she woke up at about 6 a.m. to see cops carrying out their operation in the area. From about 6 o'clock in the morning, me wake up and come out come see more than 100 police are run up and down and a search all over the place. Me nearly wet myself, the woman said. As she spoke, the police began to remove furniture and other items from the house where the guns were found. Jesus, what kind of stress this and the area, cried one woman with her hands on her head. As she spoke, another woman was overheard questioning a group of cops about the fate of the group of children who were left behind after the police detained their family members. Meanwhile, Ellington praised the work of the police from the Kingston East Police Division and quick response from other police formation in organizing the coordinated operations. While I am extremely concerned with the events of this morning on the possible implications on the police force, I am heartened and extremely proud of police personnel who responded quickly and without fear or favor in finding the guns and ammunition and arresting one of their own who might be unlawfully implicated. You hear him say? Who might be unlawfully implicated. Say, although them find the gun, because of his protege, he wanted to say that, basically I free him, the police them are free him. Come on. I commend these officers who represent the good within the JCF, he said. According to the police, the guns found was the second reported by the police over the last 24 hours. As the seizure on Mustard Road, cops said several coordinating operations were conducted in St. Andrew South, that's Huntsby area, my area, and St. Andrew North Police Divisions, Constant Spring. One of these operations led to the seizure of another firearm and some 200 rounds of ammunition. So, the case continue with former police sergeant Russell Robinson. Yeah, knowing, the people. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. So we continue the journey of, the former arms dealer, former police sergeant Russell Robinson, who was the poster child for the police force, the transformation of the police force from arcade to modern police force. And this man was selling guns like he was an arcade vendor. The guns that were recovered, the 19 guns, those were not the only guns that he had, he had sold. This man had sold over 100 guns before. And to date, guess what? The police hierarchy haven't released the numbers of guns that this man have sold, that he had sold to criminals, the underworld. And you know why? Because in Jamaica, everything is a 9-day wonder. The press don't follow up, because guess what? This man was a protege of Owen Ellington. So, being a protege of Owen Ellington, they're not going to ask any question, because the media in Jamaica, that them son are nice. Them not nice and them thing. The only people that they pursue with certain things, one side police, and it have to be certain police. But because this man I protege of Owen Ellington I post a child, for all these uptown people, So the uptown people them some the uptown people them are some not so nice people, they mix up, You understand? Because it's just sad. He become commissioner of police, when he was arrested and charged already for dishonesty. That's supposed to be one of the requisite. Arrest don't mean to say arrest and charge don't mean that you're convicted, But that just show that a lapse in judgment. It's technicality why Owen Ellington was acquitted of the charges and his brother-in-law took the fall. We understand that the man is down there in Florida now, schoolboy Richie. But anyway, so moving on with Sergeant Russell Robinson, the alleged mastermind and arms dealer from Armory and Store in Kingston Eastern Division, and behind the theft of several guns and ammunition from the police Armory and Store, was found guilty. Yes, man, and the man in Robinson was convicted on 18 counts of illegal possession of firearm and 1 count of illegal possession of ammunition. What do you mean 1 count? Him supposed to count on 19, the man supposed to charge 10,000 counts of ammunition. One? Oh, that? 1 count? So you have 10,000 rounds now? No. Hey, in America, if they caught you with 10 shot, a 10 illegal shot that I don't know one count, a 10 count that for every count, every shot is a count. So I don't understand, that's why Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. The sentence went undone short while by Supreme Court Justice Horace Marsh following 3 days of summation of evidence. The Crown proved that Robinson was held on Muster Road in Kingston 2 with 18 firearms and thousands of rounds of ammunition belonging to the police armory. Robinson was employed in the police armory at the time of the alleged offence. However, in his defence, the policeman reportedly told the court that senior police officer had set him up. Robinson is to be sentenced next week Tuesday. The following Tuesday, former police sergeant Russell Robinson was this morning sentenced to a total of 144 years for his role in stealing firearms and ammunition from the police armory and stores in Kingston East Division. He was sentenced to 15 years for each count and 18 counts of illegal possession of firearm and 10 years for a charge of illegal possession of ammunition. However, the sentences are to run concurrently, and Robinson will only serve 15 years. So this man, come out of prison already now. We don't even have the photograph of this man. That's how Jamaica operates, They have all these criminals, and, so maybe this man will live in America and can get clean police record, because that's what Jamaican government has been doing, sending all these convicted criminals to America and other parts in the world, second and third chance. So there's no reason for people to uphold the laws. So, the Crown was represented by Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, Dirk Harrison, and Crown Counsel, Broderick Smith. They had evidence that in February, Robinson drove a minibus to Muster Road, Kingston 2. Guns and ammunition were found inside the bus. 4 policemen, the principal witness for the Crown, District Constable Garnet Taylor, testified that they were on Mustard Road when they saw Robinson drive up in a bus. They said Robinson told them the police were mashing up his things. The policeman said Robinson pointed to the minibus and said what was inside was worth more than his life. The policeman went to the minibus and found that it was locked. They asked Robinson for the key and he gave it to them. When they opened the minibus, they found the guns and ammunition inside. Robinson was held and the firearm was taken from him. He begged the policeman to release him and let him run away or return his firearms so he could shoot himself. Robinson gave an unsworn statement from the denying that he owned the guns and ammunition. He said it was a grand conspiracy by a member of the police high command to set him up. He said the policemen who testified in court were all telling lies about him. After 3 days of summation, the judge handing down the verdict said he found the witness for the Crown who were speaking the truth. The judge said he rejected Robinson and sworn statement. So boy, Robinson now, with his lawyer, man, get a character witness. A witness called to give character evidence for Robinson, said that he had not seen him since 1998. The judge said the character evidence had no relevance to Robinson's character because the witness had not seen Robinson for a long time. After Robinson was found guilty on 18 counts of illegal possession of firearm and 1 count of ammunition, the prosecution made under the proceeds of Crime Act for the minibus to be forfeited to the Crown, and the judge granted the forfeiture order. But to expound on what happened, with this case, with Sergeant Russell Robinson, the Commissioner of Police, could have promoted all personnel, to Assistant Superintendent of Police. And we have seen it done by this Commissioner of Police, Major Anthony Anderson, who have brought a man from the army, have no police experience. These are 5 police officers, trained, certified law enforcement officers. These are police officers who went to court and give evidence and send one of their own to prison. And all he had to do was to transfer promote these people to gazette officers. And he knew that he could. But guess what? He didn't do it because the man who was arrested and charged for selling the guns was his protege. That's what it is alleged. So it seemed like everyone that was connected to Owen Ellington is a criminal. Yep, sad to say, but that's how it is. You have to just call a spade a spade. Some people are vexed, but that's how life is. You know, I don't surround myself with people and everybody around me are, you know, involved in some nefarious action or thieving and all them things. I know all kind of people, but I mix, but I don't dissolve. You understand? And I choose who to keep friends with. You understand? But it's unfortunate that Russell Robinson was the poster child of the police force and the face of the police force. The man was out there dealing arms, selling guns and ammunition to terrorists to kill the Jamaican people. And while this man was lauded as an ethical and decent police officer, when this man was nothing but a criminal. There are a lot of criminals in the police force. You know, a police officer said that the depth of Mr. Owen Ellington know no bounds. He had changed the rules and regulation of the police force to promote his daughter to a gazetted rank. Somebody who have a cooking degree. How cooking degree have anything to do with policing? The police force don't have a catering business or anything like that. That is just nonsense and corruption. So his daughter is an officer is a gazette officer in the JCF because he was commissioner of police. That is just corruption 101. Why his daughter couldn't get a job in the hotel industry with a cooking degree? But you know, he's the one that responsible for the transformation of the police force. Not for the better, but for the worse. Because I remember when I was a police officer in the police force, once a man reached the rank of sergeant, you didn't have to, from you join the police force, after you did the police interview at Jamaica Police Academy where I did mine, after you did the interview, that's the only interview you were required to do to elevate in the police force. And this is the man that came, the man who the United States government, well, to be frank, the United States government had labeled Mr. Owen Ellington as the most corrupt commissioner of police ever to sit in the chair at 101 Old Hope Road. Yes, they are the one that said it because of his connection to his brother-in-law and then other things. And they have record into, but diplomacy work. Sometimes people, government do this and do that to the next government and they get this, you understand? But it's very, very... But what happened with Mr. Ellington, it don't go show that Jamaica is really a criminal's paradise. Because to show that they didn't care about what the American government had shown them and said, look, you cannot promote this guy because these are the things with this guy and them thing. And Bruce Golding said, oh, what a business where you want to say and them thing there. Because the people in them uptown say, him are the man, because anything where we say him for do, him might do it, and we want to get rid of, with competition. You understand? And that's how the police force get him. That's how, corruption one. So you have to understand, you have a corrupt prime minister, and with a corrupt prime minister give you a corrupt commissioner of police. And the American embassy in Jamaica say Owen Ellington is the most corrupt commissioner of police ever because of the things that he has been involved in. But I can tell you this, that there was a criminal from the Stone Crusher Gang in Montego Bay, and this is the second time I'm going to mention it, who had written some things in his diary about Owen Ellington. Yes, intimate things, not no regular things. If this is your first time to the channel and you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell and select all so that whenever we at this channel release a video, you'll be the first one to receive it. Like the video, share the video, and most of all comment below. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.